Hey, did you guys see this AI employee stuff? It's called a Claude bot. And then they changed the name, I think, to something else because Claude didn't like it. Anthropic didn't like it. Anyway, I'm making a little video because I had set it up on my laptop. I have a laptop sitting over here. And then when they changed the name, I thought, well, I'll just reinstall it. And now I can't get it to work. So the employee that I've been enjoying for the last 4 or 5 days, because I started it up on Friday, it created a bunch of stuff for me. This is an amazing tool that businesses can use to augment their employee. Like basically, you take your great employee and you pair it up with an AI employee, and they work together, and you get a lot more done. And then basically, I think what in the future, what you're going to have is you're going to have managers of AI employees. So the AI employee manager, I guess that would be what it would be. So anyway, so I am going to. It turns out you can either host it on a laptop. This software, this Claudebot thing will basically just take over your computer. So whatever an individual can do sitting at the computer, this thing can do. Apparently, that's the way they've advertised it. I've tried it. I did a few things. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I could see the potential here. So anyway, you could either host it on a computer, a little standalone computer like a Mac Mini. I guess a lot of people are suggesting, oh, go get a Mac Mini. Go get something cheap. Basically, I had a laptop that's pretty good. You want to have something with some decent power, but you could also host it out there in the cloud at Amazon Web Services, AWS. So you have to create an account there. So what I did is I created an account, and then I'm going to step through with you and show you what I'm doing to set this thing up. And it'll be a surprise for me too, because I haven't done this before at all. But that's what I'm going to start doing as a service, is set up these AI employees for businesses that are interested in having that. Yes. Okay. So I have logged into my account, my console, AWS console. I think I just went to AWS.com, and then I had to log in as the root user because I didn't have some special IAM password or something like that. Just fire up a little instance of Gemini real quick. Well, let's see what it says to do. It says choose your instance, the free tier specs. To avoid charges while meeting Claude bots requirements, at least 2 gig of RAM is recommended for stability. Use the 4 gig for the T4 gig small instance. Okay, AWS offers up a free trial for 750 hours per month until December 2026. Okay, so let's do it. So it says choose your instance. Okay, we'll go over here and choose our instance. Launch an instance of using EC2. Oh, $20. Oh, total credits earned. Oh, I get a $20 reward. Oh, nice. Okay, so let's see. So let's do that then. Okay, launch an instance using EC2. Launch an instance using EC2. Use Amazon Elastic Compute Cloud. Oh, that's what that stands for. To create virtual machines or instances that run on the AWS cloud. In this activity, you'll learn how to quickly get started by launching an instance and server and cleaning up your instance. Okay. And I get a $20 reward. Okay, let's do it. It says dashboard, look for the orange button that says launch instance. Call it something like Cloudbot server. Okay, I'll do that. Launch an instance. Name your instance so that you can easily keep track of it. The instance name is a tag where the key is name and the value is the name that you specify. Okay. It's okay to only specify a name tag. However, when you launch production instances, it's best practice to establish a tagging policy to standardize tagging across all your resources. Okay, so I think I will standardize using BTS dash something. Okay, so I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, then it says choose your OS and software. Okay, let's see which one they tell me to get here. Okay, it says select Ubuntu OS image AMI. Select Ubuntu 24, even though it's kind of telling me, okay, so I'm going to choose Ubuntu 24. Here we go. Free tier eligible. Excellent. That's excellent. Okay. So then I'm going to do all this. How much space do I got? I got Well, it doesn't tell me how much memory or any of that yet. Okay, so let's just go ahead and do that because this is what Gemini tells me to get is just get the Ubuntu. Okay, and then the instance type, this is the most important for your free tier goal. Look for TG4 small. Okay, instance type. Okay, so let's go to instance type. Here we go. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get this one with the 8 gigs of memory then on demand Ubuntu Pro because I do like more memory. This one only had 1 gig of memory. There's no T4, so let's do this M7i. Okay. Additional cost apply for IMIs with pre-installed software. Okay. All right. And then I guess I'm going to have to do this key pair thing. Let's see what this says. Okay. So 2 things to do before you hit launch. Key pair. Click create new key pair, aim at CloudBot key and download the PEM file. Oh, create a new key pair. Okay, here we go. Create a new key pair. RSA or this other one. Okay, I think it's RSA. So I called it CloudBot key, private key format. And so I'm going to create the key pair. This is for encrypted private and public key pair. And this is encrypted private and public key pair. Okay, I'm going to RSA is something I'm familiar with. So I'm going to go choose that. Create key pair. And then I downloaded this chat CloudBot key PEM. And then it says, what am I supposed to do with it? So it says in download, don't lose this or you won't be able to log in. Okay, security groups. Check the box that says allow SSH traffic from anywhere. Then it says, once you click launch instance, wait about 60 seconds for the status check to turn green. All right. So now what are we going to do? We are going to, okay, so I clicked on the instance. And now what I want to do is I want to go set some things up, right? Oh, here we go. It's connect. Okay. So we have a right here, connect. And we have the connecting, you connect using a public IP, private IP, connect using a private IP address. No, connect using a public IP. Okay. That's what I'm doing. Enter the username defined in the AMI used to launch the instance. If you don't define a custom username, use the default username in Ubuntu. I don't think I had a username. Connect. Let's just connect here to see what this does. Let's see if it's going to bring me up the as if I'm talking to the computer. Oh, it is. Excellent. Okay. Well, actually, let's look at this this website for Maltbot. Right. It says that there's one command here that you use. It says works everywhere, installs everything. All right. So let's just do that one liner. That and it has Linux, so I think this will work. So let's just try it. What do you got to lose, right? Okay, so we'll just paste that in here. Looks like it's doing it. Or wouldn't that be cool if that's all it took? And then of course we got to do the onboarding. Says it in okay, good. It looks like it's going for it. So let's do, I understand this is powerful and inherently risky. Yes. And we'll do a quick start. And then we're going to choose our, what do you call it? The API key for our LLM. Okay, this could be OpenAI, or in this case, I'm going to use Google. So I have a Google Gemini API key. And then I can choose the Gemini model. And I've been using Gemini 1.5 Flash. Because I understand it's a little bit cheaper, although I was looking at my little log file, it looks like it's about the same. So I don't know if that's the one. Let me ask Gemini what they recommend. This is to get the most out of CloudBot. Now it's called Moltbot. While staying within a budget, the best move is Gemini 1.5 Flash. Since you're running on AWS free gear, efficiency and cost control are your priorities. Okay, the top choice is Gemini 1.5 Flash. Okay, most generous free tier via Google AI Studio in 2026. It supports up to 15 requests per minute for free, which is plenty for a personal bot. It features a 1 million token window, which is massive. Okay. It's roughly 2 to 3 times faster than the pro versions, making your Telegram or WhatsApp interactions feel near instant. And the heavy lifter backup Gemini 1.5 Pro. If you're asking Claudebot to perform complex coding tasks or deep research, you might want to switch the default model occasionally. So when to use it, use this for multi-step reasoning, or if you're asking the bot to analyze a very complex technical error in your AWS setup. Okay, good. So this is how you set up the models, but we're setting it up because we're running the installer. So we've chosen Gemini 1.5 Flash, and I'll go ahead and keep going. And then it wants to, let me set up my WhatsApp. This did not work earlier, so I'm going to see if this will work this time. And then I'm going to do this later, skip for now. Okay, and then configure skills now, and I'll say, it says recommended. So I'll go ahead and said yes. And said Homebrew recommended. Many skill dependencies are shipped via Homebrew. Without Brew, you'll need to build from source or download releases. So show Homebrew install command, yes. And preferred node manager, I'm going to use npm. And then these are all the missing skill dependencies. So I could skip them all. Okay, so I selected all of them. Google Places API key. Oh, I don't have that, so I'm just going to say no. Set Google Places API key, no. And set Google Places API key for local places, no. And Gemini for Nana Banana, no. And OpenAI key for Open Image, no. Whisper, OpenAI Whisper, no. Now, if people had these things, like if you had an 11 Labs account, which I don't, or I might, and then enable hooks. Now, I heard that I saw in another video to enable the hooks. I think I'm going to skip it for now. Well, it said to turn it on. I'm gonna turn them on, assuming that whatever I saw in that video was right. Yeah, I'm just going to do it. And then so now it says installing gateway service. That's where it stopped on the laptop. It wouldn't do the gateway thing anymore. How do you want to hatch your bot? Hatch in TUI. Okay. Oh, open in the web UI. That's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay. So open in the web UI. That's how I'm going to actually hatch my bot. Bot is going to ask who you are and who. Anyway, you'll see. Onboarding clip complete. Okay, so now it says onboarding complete. I think I'm going to leave the video there, and then I'm going to go figure out, because there must be something I'm missing. But basically, we were able to go out and get a virtual server that's not going to cost us anything. I think for 6 months, something like that. And then we hooked it up to, I already have an API key, so the customer would need to have an API key for their whatever LLM they're using, whether it's Grok or OpenAI or Gemini. All right. This is like a fascinating time to be alive when you can take a laptop. Well, you can't really see it, but I have a laptop here. You take a laptop like this and set it up in a company and say, here's your new employee, and I'll come help you train it. I think that's something that people will be interested to hear about. So until next time, I'll talk to you later.